Normally I like to start the Please Love It's off with a quote from the series that kind of summarizes what it's about and gives you an idea for it. For this series, it's not that I couldn't find one, but I'm going to quote an internet meme instead. Try not to cry. Cry a lot. Where I am a die-hard Marvel fan, I gotta say DC has got them beat in series. And today, I'm talking about a personal favorite of mine, Green Lantern, the animated series. Green Lantern follows the story of the Green Lantern, Hal Jordan, on his quest to protect the universe from the encouraging threat of the Red Lanterns. It doesn't follow the comics if that's what you're wanting, but instead we get a new introduction to Hal Jordan like he hasn't really been portrayed before. Hal has a tendency to get really, really stiff. That being said, it's the two new characters that are introduced in this series that'll break your heart, rip it out, and step on it. This is one of the two series in the last several years that have actually made me want to break down and cry, and it might be because of the fact that I had to wake up every Saturday at 9 o'clock to watch it. This is a series that I love for the feels, which is a very rare thing for me to say, and coming from a show that looks the way it does, you just don't expect it. There are, I think, 3 episodes in the 24, 25-ish run that I'm like, I don't really care for you. That being said, all the rest of them are amazing, showing the DC universe in a different way than what I've ever seen it portrayed as. I actually cared for these characters like I don't normally. I grew up watching Batman the Animated Series, I keep wanting to call it Young Justice, but Justice League, and I did watch Young Justice while it was on, but this series, for me, has something special. Now, Batman fans, don't jump on your keyboards yet. I haven't watched that series in a very long time, and this is much newer in my head, so to me, Green Lantern the Animated Series is one of the best things I've ever seen come out of a DC series. Now you can type angrily. This was supposed to be a kid's show. You watch the first episode and you're like, okay, they're gonna go a little bit darker than a typical cutesy kids show, but this is probably not gonna be anything. I mean, look at it. It's kind of got a fun, whimsical look to it, which is actually really nice because most of the Green Lantern series, they don't have the ability to use their rings very well. It's normally stuck to, well, let me hit him with a square. Let me hit him with another square. I can make a fist out of this thing. And it gets really old, but this series takes the time and the money to make lots and lots of different things. You actually see the Green Lantern ring being used for more than just brass knuckles and a hammer. The characters are unique, and they play off of each other very well, which is something that I enjoy seeing so much in this series. You've got the gruff Kilowog playing off of the Devil May Care Hal Jordan, with the almost cliche anime hero Razor, and Aya, their artificial intelligence. I can't even say anything after that. This series is one that I really recommend to everybody. I know most people can't get past the way it looks, but dig deeper, guys. This is really worth your time, especially if you're a fan of DC. Heck, I'm more of a Marvel fan personally, and this series has me. It is in probably a top 10 animated series. Not probably, it definitely is. Possibly even number 1, because it got me here, and a lot of series that try don't. I'd love to go into spoilers, I really would. I'd love to say, oh man, when this scene happened, it was just blah blah blah. But for the Please Love It series, I want you guys to try it, and come back to me down in the comments and tell me what you thought of it. The series has everything you could possibly want. It has drama, it has romance, it has comedy. Oh my gosh, it has good comedy. Wordplay, action, a sense of adventure and wonderment in an environment that is admittedly not very descriptive. A lot of the worlds are very dumbed down and don't have much to them. And yet for some reason that makes them feel much, much more foreign. Despite its younger demographic that it was trying to appeal to, Green Lantern the Animated Series actually ended up appealing more to adults, college-age kids, because of its more mature content. One of my favorite things I heard about the development of this series was when they said, you make a series for the adults, and then you throw in a little bit of slapstick for the kids. So I'm aeris-blue, speaking for Team Animeishness, and I will see you in the next video. Later! If nothing else, you guys could scroll through the GLTAS Tumblr and see the feels that everybody else has. Recently, the series was put onto Netflix, so that's another way that you could watch it. Personally, I don't have Netflix, but support this series, guys. It's probably not ever coming back, but it's worth your time. So if you'd like to tell me your opinions of this series, go ahead and type it down below. If you want to like and subscribe, that's cool too, but please somebody talk to me about this series. I can't get Yaka or Div to watch it.